What if the key to climbing the corporate ladder wasn't about manipulating data, but about having the courage to face the truth head-on? Today, we're about to witness a CEO's unconventional test that will challenge everything we thought we knew about leadership. Buckle up, because this story is about to take an unexpected turn that will leave you questioning your own moral compass. At a prestigious international company, CEO Mr. Harris found himself at a crossroads. The time had come to promote someone to a coveted senior management position, and the candidates were a formidable bunch. Ambitious, skilled, and eager to prove their worth. But as Mr. Harris pondered his decision, a thought struck him like lightning. Skills I can teach, integrity I cannot. With this revelation in mind, Mr. Harris devised a test that would separate the wheat from the chaff. He gathered the candidates and presented them with a seemingly straightforward task. Here are last quarter's raw financial numbers. You have 1 week to submit a report showcasing our company's performance. The best report will determine who gets the position. The candidates nodded enthusiastically, their minds already racing with ideas on how to make the numbers shine. Little did they know, they were about to face a moral dilemma that would define their careers. As the candidates dove into the data, the harsh reality became apparent. The numbers were far from impressive. Losses mounted, sales declined, and the outlook was grim. Some candidates felt their hearts sink, while others saw an opportunity. If I just tweak these figures a bit, they thought, the report will look much better. Surely the CEO will be impressed by my ability to turn things around. The temptation was strong, and many succumbed to it. By the end of the week, Mr. Harris's desk was adorned with a collection of glossy, polished reports. Charts pointed upward, profits materialized out of thin air, and success stories were woven from the threads of failure. But among the sea of embellished reports, one stood out in its simplicity. Emma, a quiet but determined candidate, had submitted a report that was strikingly ordinary. There was no sugarcoating, no creative accounting. Instead, she had laid bare the truth. Losses, mistakes, and risks were highlighted in bold, daring to tell the story as it truly was. The day of the presentations arrived, and the conference room buzzed with nervous energy. Candidates exchanged confident smiles, each believing they had crafted the perfect narrative to secure their promotion. Mr. Harris entered the room, his face unreadable as he held the stack of reports. The silence grew thick as Mr. Harris began to speak, his words measured and deliberate. "The data I provided you," he said, "came from a failed project. These numbers could never be transformed into glowing profits. Yet, most of you presented success stories that simply do not exist." The room fell silent, a palpable tension filling the air as heads bowed in shame and realization. Then, Mr. Harris lifted Emma's report, holding it up for all to see. "Only one among you had the courage to present the truth as it is. That person is Emma, and from today, she will assume the management role." Stunned faces turned to Emma, who stood nervously but proudly. As she stepped forward, Mr. Harris's stern expression softened into a smile. "In the world of business," he explained, "numbers can be fixed. Strategies can be adjusted. But trust, once shattered, is gone forever. It is integrity that truly paves the way to lasting success." The candidates absorbed this hard-learned lesson, their ambitions now tempered with a newfound respect for honesty. Emma, though initially apprehensive, felt a surge of pride in her decision to stand by the truth. As the meeting concluded, Mr. Harris left his team with a powerful message. Remember, in your journey to the top, it's not just about reaching the summit. It's about how you climb, the values you uphold, and the legacy you leave behind. Honesty may not always be the easiest path, but it is undoubtedly the most powerful one. In a world often clouded by the allure of quick success and flashy results, this story serves as a poignant reminder. True leadership isn't about painting pretty pictures or manipulating facts. It's about having the strength to face reality, the wisdom to learn from failures, and the integrity to always choose truth over convenience. As you reflect on your own career and life choices, ask yourself, when faced with a difficult truth, will you have the courage to stand by it, even if it means standing alone?